Hello, I'm Saint Lucia and welcome to the HGS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The $500 nomination fee for electoral candidates in Saint Lucia serves as a regulatory mechanism within the democratic process. A low nomination fee can democratize access, potentially encouraging a wider array of candidates, including those from less affluent backgrounds, to participate. However, this may also lead to a proliferation of unserious or frivolous candidates, straining electoral resources and potentially diluting the focus on substantive policy debates. Conversely, a higher nomination fee could act as a filter, ensuring that only individuals with demonstrable financial capacity and arguably a greater level of commitment enter the electoral arena. So we ask, should Saint Lucia's election candidate nomination fee be revised upwards? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
I don't think there should even be a fee, because in our democracy, the whole idea is to allow any Tom and Dick to be a candidate, to give them the possibility of participating in the democracy, of being a candidate, vying to represent the community or the constituency. However, given what it takes in modern times to administer paperwork and stuff like that, I think we can up the fee by a couple of hundred, not to make it so high that it becomes, what's the word I'm looking for? Deterrent. But I think we can up the fee by a couple of hundred. But basically, I don't think we should make it so much that it becomes inaccessible to Tom or Dick or Harry.
Ça passe l'argent. L'argent, c'est pour la casse payer pour venir pour l'élection en pays Saint-Lucia. Ça pour l'argent pièce. C'est pour la doit ni plus bas l'argent. C'est $10,000. Because we zoom ka do $10,000 là. C'est pour la ka ni payer $600 vinn n'importe qui ka payer $600 ibe on maybe. Bon, là on paye $10,000 ou savent ou ka venir perdre yon bagay. Et puis politiciens Saint-Lucie pas capoter cette mission West parce que si on est capoter cette mission West on pas jamais garder insulter mon ka di on homme ka payer $500 pour dire qu'a monter élection. C'est disrespect cette mission.
It's too small. I feel they should increase on it, take it to $5,000 because you're coming to represent people, and the same people you come to represent have to pay a big salary. Your salary is too big for $250 or $500.
They underestimate the process. You are representing somebody, it should be higher up, at least $5,000. So it look more responsible, $5,000, but the $500 is too low, like it's a joke.
Oh yeah, I think the $500 is all right, because it gives the average man or the poor man a chance to contribute something. Sometimes you're not really rich, but you have a contribution to make. Now with $500, I guess you can handle that. But the other point is, with more than, say you raise it to $2,000, that means the elected politics is only for rich people. And rich people doesn't always have the answers to our problem. So I'd rather leave it at $500.
5,000, 500 not good. 5,000, yeah, at least 5,000, and I agree with that.
I think that is insufficient. I think it's time we take our elections seriously. And some persons are beginning to think that election process is a joke. To them, $500 to them is insignificant. And anybody who has the $500 can make it their duty to join the political fray. And sometimes the contribution is not really worth it. So I believe in order to bring some seriousness to the process, the fee has to be increased, maybe by 100%. Then you'll have a serious caliber of men and women joining the political fray. So yes, the fee is too low.
That is not enough. It should be $5,000 so they would respect the process.
It's definitely enough. I don't see the need for them to jack it off, because sometimes you probably might have about 20 people who wants to go, and they pay the $500, doesn't mean that they will be elected. So everybody is trying a thing. It is important. The $500 they're giving to me, I find it is final. I don't have anything much to say with regards to bring it up. You understand? Or higher and bring up the salary. No, the payment for election. No.
It has its advantage and it has its disadvantages. The advantage to it is that you pay something to enter politics, but the disadvantage to it is like probably some persons want to enter and they do not have the $500, which I feel is not sufficient because some of these guys come in there, pay their $500 and become millionaire on us. So it has its pros and its cons. I for one believe if you have something to contribute to the nation, why should you pay? That's my feeling about it. But at the end of the day, some guys, like I say, come in there with $0 in their bank account, and when they come out, they have a positive sign in the bank account.
No, that ain't not enough. You don't know enough. Any young fellas just want to join politics, say they're going to join it and pay 500 everybody something. I think they're supposed to be a little higher than it. Supposed to be like 5,000, man. Not even though for 5. So they work for the money and they know no. They work for the money and the money not enough. That's just not enough. So everybody have to learn it and just put it up a little bit.
And now to our new discussion. St. Lucia's political landscape has historically been dominated by two major parties, fostering a tradition of single-party governance. This pattern, while providing stability, has also entrenched partisan divides, often leaving minority voices marginalized. The inherent challenges of coalition governments, such as policy compromises and potential instability, are well documented globally. However, the prospect of broader representation and collaborative governance holds appeal, particularly in addressing complex socio-economic issues. A coalition could, in theory, mitigate the winner-takes-all approach, fostering inclusivity and consensus building. Yet, the island's history lacks precedent for such a power-sharing model, raising concerns about its practical implementation. So, given St. Lucia's unique political history and the potential benefits and drawbacks, we ask, would a coalition government truly serve St. Lucia's best interest? Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and the new discussion.